Hello, I am Cheeky Walnut, and I am back here playing Dragon Quest XI. So, as you guys saw in the last episode, I finished up everything up there on the Cobblestone tour, and this episode is going to be running around and looting my hometown. So the ceremony's all done, congratulations, and don't tell me you've forgotten where you live and all the excitement. Just follow the paving stones, you'll soon find your way back. Oh, but you must be tired to be forgetting that. You should head home and put your feet up. How about I climb this ladder instead, buddy? Obligatory Snake Eater joke. This actually is a pretty long ladder. I'm not counting how many holds there are. What are those things actually called on a ladder? I'm gonna have to look that up later. Are they just called steps? I think it would just be a step. Am I stupid? I don't know. Seat of agility, that's good. Screw barrels, don't need those. Anything up here? No. Gemma? Didn't we just have this issue with you almost falling off a cliff? Whatever, jumping. If I die... Wait, there's not falling damage. What am I talking about? Horses. Probably can't talk to those. I'm afraid my horses don't have a lot of get up and go at the minute. Too busy enjoying this delicious grass. For this young Xavier, make sure you're nice to Gemma. You hear she's a keeper, that one. Not this again. Oh, just look at your face. You've gone all red. Oh, to be young again. We were just talking about you and Gemma. What's that? What were we saying? Oh, nothing. Tee-hee-hee. It's amazing when you think about it, isn't it? That Yggdrasil, the world tree, has watched over Azure since the dawn of time. They say that the tree has been around for as long as Yggdrasil. I don't know if that's true, but there's something special about it, right enough. Tree. A curious power emanates from the root wrapped around the tree. Look at my lovely horse. He's the loveliest horse in the whole horse village horse. Is there anything in this stables? No. I'm gonna check all of the buildings on this side of the place. Anything in here? I think this is an item shop. Alright, Xavier, what are you and Jim up to, eh? You just got back from climbing the tower. Oh, so that's where you've been, is it? Well, it's nice that you got to go up there together, eh? Unbreakable in here. Does not look like it. Out this door. Hey. Yeah. Oop. Oop. I'd love to visit Elliot one day. They say there's always something going on there. And it's always bustling with people, and the shops are full of all kinds of lovely things. Not like boring old cobblestone. Anything around here? Oh. Who needs logs? Get rid of that. Get that weed crap out of here. Pumpkins too. Don't need those. Spooky, scary time. What are you gonna say? Alright, well, the bird told me you and your mate Jimmy went to the top of the tower and back. You ain't a little boy no more, Xavier. You're a man. So here's some advice from one bloke to another. Whatever you're doing, enjoy it. No one knows how long they've got, so make the most of it. I am. That's why I record Let's Plays. That is totally why I do it. Actually, it is. It's honestly pretty fun. I talk to myself a lot anyway. So now it's like I'm talking to people. I don't feel as crazy. Pull the barrels behind the church. 6 gold. I'll take it. I always remember when you were little, go fishing with old Chalky. You'd sit there for hours in that funny 3-sided rock out by the falls, just the two of you. You would have been so proud to see how big and strong you've grown. Seems like only yesterday you were knee-high to a grasshopper. I haven't heard that saying in so long, but it's a good saying. I'm gonna start saying that. Like, every kid I see him is gonna be like, you're knee-high to a grasshopper. And they'll be like, what? Hello there, young Xavier. Did you know what's good? Do you know what's good? What's good? Prayer. That's what. You should get down to the church every chance you get. Every time I pray, I feel my trouble slipping away. It'll make a new man of you. Take my word for it. And you look like someone that needs Jesus, after all. Anything on this side of the ditch? Nope. Let's go into the building here. This is where you save. It's all thanks to the spirit of the land, you know. You're going back from the tour safe and sound, the village being so peaceful for so long. I think this would be the perfect time for you to offer up a prayer of thanks, don't you? First, I gotta loot the church. Barrels? Communion? Nope. Holy water? Got any wine in here I can break? Okay. Greetings, my child. It is good to see the younger members of my flock taking the time to pray. Now, shall we begin? How may a church assist you? Ignore the playtime. It is artificial. Quick save. I'll rotate after this one. Just recorded your adventure. Yes, I intend on continuing. I've not actually played for like 7 hours or so how long the game has been on because I'm a terrible person. Torture my electronics. Message from the mayor. Ferocious monsters are at large outside the village. If you must go out into the wild, make sure you're prepared. Well, if it isn't Cobblestone's new as grown-ups, were you looking for the mayor? He's at home at the moment. Listen, I probably shouldn't be saying this, but he's been worried sick about you, Jimma. Well, it's only natural, I suppose. He is a granddad, after all. What do you guys say, Green Pappy? What was it, Dunstan? Whatever, I'm checking in with him. Dunstan checks in. That joke is honestly, I would never have thought about that unless it, except for my friend Eric. He, Stoop Biscuit at Twitter, or Stoop Biscuit VA on Twitter. He made the joke. Now that you've climbed the tour, I'm pleased to say that you and Jim are fully fledged Cobblestonians. Now all you need to do is settle down together and live happily ever after. Granddad, honestly. Man, they really made a bit sorry about your barrels. There's a notebook with Dunstan's Corking Compendium written on the cover. Xavier takes it from the shelf and has a closer look. Incredible, absolutely incredible. The puns keep flooding into my mind. I've never experienced anything like it. Get a load of this one. We can show visitors around the Great Stone Spire beyond the village and call it the Cobblestone Tour. Ha. Ha. Wait, there's a face. I can't get it, damn it. There's plenty more where that came from. They just won't stop. It's like divine inspiration. Here's another. The mother said she'd throw her son from a cliff if he didn't eat his vegetables, but it was a bluff. Ha! It's like the god of hilarity has granted me his holy blessings. I must tell Jimma right away. Oh, what's up with that? Can I bring your house down? I'm kidding, actually. I love puns, and those are actually pretty good. I just didn't laugh. It's one of my superpowers. Anything up here? Gonna check out behind this building. Well, first, can I get on top of it? Yeah, I should be able to. Jump. B. What's this? Latest miller. More healing? I'll take it. There's a chest. A cypress stick. Puts it in the equipment bag. Man, the cypress stick. Most recently, I remember that being in near Automata. Automata, Odds, Tomatoes, whatever. I don't know. It's a good game. I should play that game. Put it on the channel. Comment if you'd like to see Nier, because it's just a fun game. And I don't know. I like playing good games. Thanks for clobbering those stupid monsters. When I grow up, I'm gonna be big and tough, just like you. You did well, both of you. You're not children anymore. You're grown-ups. Welcome to the club. Are those? Oh, wait. The sausages. Yeah, it's like sausages and potatoes, I guess. You're my hero, Xavier. You saved my little boy. I'm so glad you and Jimma got back safely. Oh, is that all you gotta say? No? Oh, that's cool. Oh, barrels. Thanks for the gold. Gonna leave now. Have fun. Yeah. Let's see some pots. Boink. Bonk. Woof woof, says Sandy. You're gonna get somewhere in a hurry. What you need is a horse. They're faster than people by a long old shot. But you knew that already, being a better rider than most, eh? Nice manly pursuit of riding. Very grown up. Is eating with 2 forks? Wait, but that's a... You could just... Never mind. I don't want to think about There's a book called Tour de Horse, Equestrianism for Young and Old. Xavier takes it from the shelf and has a closer look. For the longest time, I simply could not understand what all the fuss was about horses. To me, they always seemed such skittish and dangerous animals. But all that changed when I was finally convinced to ride one. Such grace, such speed, I was speechless. What a fool I'd been for all these years, refusing to even entertain the idea of riding one. The way my faithful steed rushes to the aid, the moment I ring the bell, no matter where I am in Erdrea, it moves me near enough to tears every time. Such loyalty, such nobility. Long live the horse! I dare not imagine a life without one. Now those heavenly hoofbeats have clip-clopped their way into my heart. I'm gonna have to kink shame whoever wrote that book. Not that horses aren't great and all, it's just, I mean, you know, well, sorry about your firewood. Pink pine. Check it out in here. Anything around the corner? A couple of buckets that I just mess up. Sure. Monsters appear to have gone on a sacred tour of all places. They say there are more of the blighters running around outside the village than ever before. I don't like this one bit. I remember climbing the tour all those years ago. Back then I was young, single, and free. Great days, great days. Pots. Gotta be pretty thorough. There's a locked door down there that I obviously do not have the key to, so I'm not even gonna waste the time going back there right now. Check it out. That's gonna be the progress because Sandy's standing right in front of it. Up on top of the roof here. Flurry feather and the treasure chest. What you got? 50 gold coins. Anything down here? No, we'll check out the inside of this building. Oh, I ran around like that, but whatever. Okay, nothing really. Get around behind the building first. Nothing. But wait, barrels. Aha! 10 gold. Jab of fresh water.
Oh! Here's my little soldier. Well, not so little anymore. I've heard all about your big adventure. Look at you, all grown up. I hope he wasn't too much of a bother, Gemma dear.
Of course not. Quite the opposite, in fact. You would have been proud of him. We got attacked by a monster at the top of the tour, and I ended up hanging onto the edge of the cliff by my fingertips. I thought I was done for. But you'll never guess what happened next. That mark on his hand suddenly lit up, and a bolt of lightning hit the monster.
What did you say? That funny little mark? Lightning flying about the place? Goodness me. Here I was hoping he'd turn out nice and ordinary, but it seems his grandfather was right all along. Well, I've been putting this off for long enough now. You and me need to have a little talk. Here, this belongs to you. Your grandfather asked me to give you it once you'd come of age and climbed the tour. The truth is, there's something I've been keeping a secret all these years. Something I've never told another soul in the village. It's... how can I put this now? Well, he said you're the reincarnation of the luminary.
What?
Oh, don't ask me what the old fool meant, dear. I haven't got the foggiest. All I know is that your grandfather said you had a special destiny, and that there was something you had to do. He said that when you came of age, you were to head north to the capital, up there in Heliodor, and show that necklace thingy to the king. He seemed to think that if you did that, all would become clear. Clear as mud, I shouldn't wonder. Anyway, the long and short of it is that if you want to find out what this is all about, you'll have to leave Cobblestone and head over to Heliodor.
Crikey.
Well, I can't stop you leaving, I'm sure, but you won't be marching on an empty stomach. Come on, dinner.
The reincarnation of the Luminary. Xavier tries his hardest to sleep, but he's too confused by everything he's learned and excited about his coming trip. Eventually, I wake up to go loot my house. Hey, Mom, ignore the barrels breaking upstairs. I don't know why I'm Luigi or why I'm Luigi. I don't know which I am. Oh, yeah, there's stuff to break up here. Nice. 10 gold. Nothing. Yoink. Wait, I meant yoink. There we go. What's in here? Clothes. Medicinal area. More healing. Having trouble sleeping, are we? Well, it's no surprise after all the excitement today and your big news. Whenever I have trouble nodding off, I like to go for a little walk. The night air always does me a power of good. Alright, let's go out for a walk then. I wonder where I'm gonna go. I wonder where I'm gonna go. I mean, I know exactly where I'm gonna go. The big pink mark on the map. Because I've already checked everything else out. Hey, Gemma.
Oh, can't sleep either, eh? You remember this tree, don't you? I got my scarf stuck in it all those years ago. There I was, crying like mad, and there you were, running round trying to help me get it down. Some things never change, eh? You know, I always imagined we'd spend our whole lives right here in Cobblestone. That's why I was so surprised by what your mum said today. All that stuff about you being the luminary, that reincarnation thing. I remember the story my granddad told me. Once upon a time, long, long ago, the world was terrorized by a horrible monster. But then, the luminary appeared and saved the day. When it was all over, the luminary turned into a star, and he's been watching over us from up in the heavens ever since. That's his star, right there. How can you be the luminary too? I just don't get it. I know. That's what you're going to Heliodor to find out. I understand, really I do. Listen, we should both be getting back. Everyone will be wondering where we've got to. Goodbye, old friend.
Exhausted after his long day, Xavier finally falls into a restless slumber. Then, morning comes.
Just look at you. You don't scrub up too bad, you know. Only wish your grandfather were here to see you. You won't forget him, will you? He was a fine, upstanding man, the pride of the village. You could do worse than try to be like him. Well, however you turn out, I'm sure you'll find a way to overcome whatever lies ahead. A mother knows these things. Oh, by the way, I've popped a little money I'd saved for a rainy day in your pack. Don't spend it all at once. Why don't you visit the village shop before you head off to Heliodor? You'll need some supplies for your big adventure. But don't take too long. The whole village is turning out to wave you off.
Okay, and that's where we're gonna end this episode. On the next one, we will wrap up the last little bit of stuff we have to do here in Cobblestone and head out into the world. So, as always, like the video, comment the video, and, you know, tell me if you like it. Leave a comment if you want or whatever, and send requests and all that stuff. I'd be more than happy to take a look at some stuff. So anyway, see ya!